What's going on, guys? Kyle Bradshaw here. I just got to work here at Nelson-Rigg and it's gonna rain today. So I wanted to show you what I do on days when that happens. My motorcycle has to stay outside, so I use the Nelson-Rigg Defender Extreme Adventure Cover. Now that adventure cover packs down nice and small. This is it in its compression sack. So I'm gonna pull that out, show you some of the features and benefits I like about the cover, and then I'll show you how it fits perfectly on this Moto Morini Vittore 450. This is the adventure cover. It's actually been designed to fit on all adventure bikes with or without luggage. That's right. If you're running like a big BMW top case and aluminum panniers all the way around, actually I feel a couple of those first sprinkles hitting right now. It's going to fit the bike. It's just going to sit a little bit higher up off the wheel than you get if you're running a completely naked machine. A completely naked machine, that cover is going to come down to the bottom of the wheels, in the front, in the rear. But if you're fully accessorized with luggage, you're going to have a slightly different fit. Now, if my motorcycle has a center stand, I usually put it up on the center stand. If it doesn't, then I just leave it on the side stand. It really doesn't matter in either way for the actual application or installation of the cover. I just like the way the bike sits perfectly upright when on the center stand. Of course, the cover can fit down around the wheels. It just has more of a symmetrical look, if you will. The first thing I'm going to do is release each of these compression straps, basically a tension lock buckle here that compresses the bag down to the size that it is. The neat part about this is we are able to give you a bag here that is larger than the cover itself, and that used to be a really big sticking point with a lot of covers, is the fact that once you got them out of the bag, you couldn't get them back in. So the bag is nice and large and then compresses down to a nice small size, so it takes up less room inside your saddlebag. The logo here on the front of the cover is reflective, so you know it's the front of the cover because it does have the logo on it. But all of these covers have a tag in the very back. Another way to tell front to rear is there are grommet holes in the front. So as soon as you see some grommets, you know that's going to be the front. And of course, in the very back of the cover, there's going to be a tag that says back of cover is what you have on the tag here. The tag's also going to give you your PO number, your model number, things of that nature. Ultramax fabric is the fabric that this is made out of. It's not going to fade. It's not going to change color. It's a super, super robust fabric. You can see here we have a nice elastic hem. That's going to go all the way around the bottom of the cover. And then here in the center, there's going to be a clip. That's going to be your belly strap that's going to connect this cover underneath. You're going to notice that we have heat tape seams for all of the seams. That's going to make this cover 100% waterproof, even where the stitching is. And you're going to notice that there is a double stitch. So there's double stitching on all of the seams, making sure it is super robust. And where your windshield sits, there is a windshield protector in here. This is going to be a softer material that's going to sit there against your windscreen. But I know that the back is over here and I'm already standing over here, so I'm just going to take the tail section. I'm going to slide it on like that. And I'm going to grab where my windshield is. I know that that's the front. I'm just going to slide this on up, over. So all of the Defender Extreme covers, this is the adventure cover, but all of the Defender Extreme covers feature a Nelson-Rigg lifetime warranty. It's absolutely huge. If this cover faded or a seam came out or any of those things, we would just send you a brand new cover. It's really that simple. So pulling this cover down, these grommets right here, so you can run a cable lock through the front wheel there and give your bike a little bit of extra security. Now I'm going to come here to the center. This here is that belly strap I was talking about. So I usually take that belly strap, I lengthen it out, and I'm just going to toss that over to the other side. So now I'm going to come over to this side. I'm going to grab that belly strap that I threw over from the other side. It doesn't really matter where it goes, in front of or behind that center stand, but I'm just going to make that click. And I'm going to pull the slack out of that so it kind of pulls the bottom of the cover down and around and kind of brings it in, if you will. Again, reflective logo is great. Car headlights hit that and it kind of reflects off. We got a nice good fit right down here around the front wheel. Elastic strap all the way around the bottom, making sure this cover is not going to be flapping around in the breeze. And of course that belly strap that you just saw me clip down here just a minute ago right there. Gonna make sure that the cover doesn't come out or fly away over here on the sides. The dual stitch seams, and of course, Ultramax material. What's going on, guys? Kyle Bradshaw here, reporting live from Nelson-Rigg, USA. Yes, the rain is coming down, and I'm walking you out to take a look at the motorcycle covered with the Defender Extreme motorcycle cover. All right, guys, stepping out in front of Nelson-Rigg, USA. We have been under rain all day long here. Hasn't been super hard, but it has been steady. As you can see, we got some pretty decent water running down the driveway right there. Here on the cover, we got some nice little rain puddles up here. You can see the rain just slowly trickling down off this motorcycle cover onto the ground. Time to step outside and take a look. As you can see, it is still raining out here, folks. It's been raining all day. So the rain's supposed to end here in about 15 minutes, and when it does, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna uncover the Vitore 450 so we can see just how dry everything is under that cover. 100% waterproof, so we're getting a little bit of puddling action that's happening right here. If the wind were to blow, then that water would just roll right off the cover, just like so. Oh, something I didn't mention earlier this morning was the Permavent system. So if you take a look at this little cubby hole up here, there's actually vent holes that are underneath there. So what happens here is air is able to flow in and around the cover. That's gonna minimize condensation on the inside. It's gonna allow the cover to breathe so we don't get air trapped up underneath the cover. Defender Extreme motorcycle cover is definitely the best way to keep your investment protected from the elements, whether it be rain or UV. This Ultramax material up here is the most UV protectant cover that you can put on a motorcycle. We've built that material specifically for this application, and it works extremely well. All right, the rain has stopped, and now it's time to get this motorcycle cover off so we can ride home. It's just about 5 o'clock, about a half hour later than the last recording. A couple drizzles come from the sky, but I love the fact that we've got some clear skies coming up over there. So first step, obviously, is going to be to release the belly strap down here at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and raise this cover up around the motorcycle here. Now what I typically like to do is go ahead and allow this cover to come up, and then I'm going to allow the majority of this water to roll right off the cover before I remove it. Otherwise, I end up getting a shower unintentionally. Again, gonna release the front over here, pull it up around lower parts of the bike. Moving the cover up and over, you can see that this motorcycle is completely dry, sitting out here all day in the pouring rain. Instruments are dry, screen up here isn't covered in water. I don't have a wet seat to sit on. Perfectly dry and ready for the ride home. And that is why I trust the Defender Extreme Adventure cover on my machines when I'm away from them in stormy weather. And now I'm gonna get this cover draped over some chairs on the inside so it can dry out by the morning, but that's it. My experience with the Defender Extreme Adventure cover here in front of Nelson-Rigg, USA. Now, if you'd like to get this cover 25% off, please use coupon code YouTube, YOUTUBE at checkout. It'll save you 25% and get you free shipping. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions about this cover, please leave a comment down below. And until next time, take care and ride safe out there.